What is going on, everybody? It is Argument. We are back at Six Flags Great Adventure for another park visit. Should be a great day today. It is Thursday, June 25th. We're going to go in, check out the park, and all things that are going on, including some stuff at Shoreline Pier. So, see all that stuff in this vlog. Let's go. All right, we are now inside the park, and they've actually already started decorating for Star Spangled Nights this year. You can see that by the red, white, and blue buns on around the fountain, as well as the soldier statue. We'll probably see a few more of these as we go throughout the park today. So, very cool to start seeing some of the stuff already make its way up. Star Spangled Nights does not kick off until, I believe, next week already. So, time's already flying. Fresh Cut Fries has a new awning on the outside of it as well. The final wave stage. Again, this will start being used later today at around 3 to 4 o'clock with the first showings. It actually happens earlier because today is a Thursday, so everything actually is bumped up an hour. So 3:45 is actually the first thing we're going to see on the stage, and that's going to be the Boardwalk Band. Looks like we have a name for the funnel cake place, the Funnel House. I think that's a fantastic name for a funnel cake spot, actually. Well, testing on Leaf Slinger could begin imminently. I mean, there is a coffee cup right there. But outside of that, it looks pretty much ready to go. It still has yet to get power washed, which I'm pretty sure is in their agenda of things to do with this ride, which doing that is not going to take very long at all. But it is basically ready to go. So you can see the crane that was there last week is sitting over there. And they'll probably start testing on this probably this weekend, is my guess. Or by the time that this thing comes out, it'll already be testing. So, super exciting to see this assembled. It looks wonderful, minus some spots that need to get power washed. And yeah, looks great. Can't wait to see how this looks in the whole entire park. Here we are at Barrels of Fun. They got 5 barrels this time. So recently it was actually testing with 3 barrels, and now we got 5. So they've added a green barrel and they've added a yellow barrel. One of the yellow barrels is actually facing backwards. So that goes to show that this thing was actually even testing with the spin locks off, which is awesome. So that means hopefully all these barrels are now spinning. In actuality, well, the yellow barrel proves that. So I don't know what I'm saying. But there's nobody back there from what I see. So I don't know if they're going to be testing with all 5 of these barrels just yet. They all are on the track for sure. So that is really exciting to see. There might be another orange barrel on the way if they're going with 2 barrels of each color, or maybe 3 barrels of each color. In all honesty, I don't know how many ride vehicles Raging Cajun had at Six Flags America. I believe they had around 7 or 8. So this is probably going to be the most that they fit on to this ride at the current moment. And then they have the rest of them that they'll keep in the back as reserves in the event that something goes down. So, very cool to see Barrels of Fun in this state. It is basically testing at this point. It's not testing right now, obviously, but they might be done with the testing for today. They actually also have the height sticks over there. So, this ride is almost more than ready to go. So, just to give you an update once again on the height restrictions, so now that we're over there, it is a 48-inch height requirement. You have to be 48 inches tall to ride. And then 59 inches, you have to be accompanied by an adult. And that's what the black tape is on the pole. The black tape is representative of the 59 inches. Now we're gonna go on the Super Roundup. Did a ride on Super Roundup. I very much enjoyed that. Very good flat. Happy to have it in Shoreline Pier in this area. But now we're going to make our way to some of the other flats in the area to do those, because that's just been a tradition now at this point. So let's get on Hypno Twister. Hypno Twister, as always, is pretty solid. They actually are running it in the normal mode. So it is a little busier, so it makes sense for him to run it in that mode right now. But I returned to barrels because they have maintenance has returned to the ride. So I don't think they're gonna do testing, but I'll kind of stick around a little bit and see what happens. Very intrigued by this white marker that's right next to Barrels of Fun and the Shoreline Pier lifeguard outpost. I hope they're not touching that, but it's just something I've noticed. I doubt it has anything to do with where Project Purple's entrance is going to be, or if it's perhaps for expansion room later down the road, but we'll see. No line for the flying scooters. Well, I'm not going to say no to that. So we did 2 rides on the scooters since there was no line, and that was awesome and always a ton of fun to do. We're circling back over here to Barrels of Fun because it was actually testing while I was on my second cycle of the flying scooters. And I know I didn't get footage of it, but the proof is in the fact that now the orange car is the second one up. They only sent 4 trains. This yellow one is now at the front. So that means this yellow one's probably gonna get sent around sooner than later. I think they're just checking out some stuff. But yeah, this yellow train's next. So they just sounded the reset, which is the same buzzer from Raging Cajun. There it is. You're hearing the reset now. So they're gonna probably start sending more of these around any second now. They're actually in the electrical booth right there, sounding it. Oh, and there's a car. There we go. We got testing. Let's watch it go. Spinning. It spins in the second half of the cycle. And there goes the orange one, making its way up. But that yellow one's spinning really good. also important to note that all the barrels right now are spinning as well. They're all spinning when they're supposed to. So I know Six Flags America is only half of them were spinning, but nope, all these barrels are spinning, which is fantastic to see. All right, we're entering Frontier Adventures, getting a good look at that lovely paint job over at the Runaway Mine Train. Partially almost done. We have to look back at the helix and see how far into the helix they are. They are not running Mine Train. Actually, they are running Mine Train. I just saw people go off the exit. But it really does look great. And then mix it in with Toro in the background there. That looks spectacular. And well, folks, from the look of it here, I think we can now say Mine Train has finished its repaint. That back part of the helix is done, which means the repaint has been finished. How exciting. And it looks immaculate. Oh my god, it looks so good. They did a fantastic job with this repaint. There's no doubt about it. It looks great. It sticks out more. You can really see it now in the trains that were redone the past season as well. It works so well. Super happy to see this ride get the love that it most definitely needed. I would argue that it needed it more than Nitro, but listen, this should make you very, very much of an optimist, knowing that this ride got repainted in a pretty quality amount of time. That means Nitro can't be too far. Look, Henry's back, Heron's back on their usual habitat spot. Look at that. We're here now, so let's go ride out Toro. El Toro, stellar ride. Oh my god. 2 rides in row 14, which is car 5 middle. It's just incredible. Incredible ride. Now I'm heading over to the lakefront, but I'm taking the actual lake itself vantage point, which is free of rides and really anything at this rate. But this is also where the barges are for the fireworks that they use for the 4th of July Star Spangled Nights, which happens on the 3rd and 4th of July this year. So 2 nights of fireworks, which is awesome to see. And not much. It's still, the property is still owned by Seagulls at the moment, but this is around the area where most people will be going towards on the 4th of July to watch the fireworks show. It's a pretty cool show. They don't usually change it too much each year because, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this big open patch of field over there is where most people will rendezvous and go and watch these fireworks. So they are really, it's a beautiful show. It's a lot of fun, and you get some night rides, which you can never go wrong with.
Desire a very secure, totally secure experience. Roll down.
Now we're over here on Nitro.
Freeze unlock. And 3 is relocked. We will recheck 3. Guys, have a wonderful day. You can ride. Yep, hurry, do it quick. Come on, come on.
Alright, we're doing some catch up. We did this once, and then we did Nitro twice beforehand. This is running great, even though this is row 16. It's still running spectacular. I really got nothing else but good things to say about Toro. Wheel seats are starting to get a little bit rougher, but that's also a fact of the other stuff that has yet to be retracked yet, and that'll continue to be retracked in 2027's offseason. So we got a lot to look forward to still with the retrack of El Toro. Also continuing next year, so we'll have that to look forward to. But otherwise, again, Toro, it's running so well. It really is running so well. All right, and And we also did a ride on Tango, but before we make our way out, let's go into Six Flags Universe and the Main Street Market and see what's new inside. America 250 has been created with the background of Great Adventure on it. That's the shirt and the apparel is here. Very nice one. Not much else new in Main Street Market either, but overall we had a pretty solid day in the park. It wasn't a long one, but it was definitely a very good one. Got on a couple of rides, a couple of coasters, and of course the stuff in Shrine Pier is always fantastic. And that's going to do it for our visit today at Six Flags Great Adventure. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and always, if you're right up here, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you all in the parks very, very soon. Goodbye.
Now get ready.